after upsetting the YouTube censors with the cannibal video, you've then decided to look, that wasn't enough trouble. So what are we going to do? We're going to call one of the tracks bomb.com. That is
Yep.
100% going to get everyone on a list. So hi, Azio. Um, what
Sorry.
what was there any kind of hesitation using that as a track title?
Oh, honestly, we're Red Hook. There's no hesitation. When we have something in our minds, we're gonna do it. So we're so passionate, you know. So no, definitely not.
Fair play, fair play. What was their problem with the cannibal video? Did you?
It's a secret. We have to keep it a secret on that. Sorry. I've been sworn to secrecy, and I think Emmy would kill me if anything gets leaked. But
Damn it!
eh, I know. I'm sorry. Look, there's some secrets around that's the one. So
Fair, fair. Um, Look, mate, what you're doing, I understand so you've just done a big tour.
yeah.
But you're doing some themed launch parties with a different theme in each
Correct.
city. What can you tell me about that?
So yeah, so we've got three launch parties coming up. We've got Sydney, we've got Brisbane, we've got Melbourne. And what we've done is each city has a specific theme based on a single. I have to double check because I still need to get, my costumes and themes going, to be honest. But there's one based on I think we're still doing the pool party, which of course is based on Hot Tub. You can even kind of do it on the old album. If remember Soju was in a nice little pool. Yeah, there you
Mm.
go, mate, from Postcards from a Living Hell. So yeah, we just decided that, each date gets a little bit of a theme party based on the singles that have come out or that are coming out with the record. So a little bit of fun.
Well, I'm 6'7", so I don't normally dress up for these things, but I reckon it's a Frankenstein theme in Brisbane. So who knows?
Oh, mate, if you do that, that would be so cool. Oh, if you dress up as Frankenstein's monster, oh, mint, absolute mint.
All right, it's a thing. It's gonna happen. All right.
Winner, I like it.
Mate, I've got to ask, is Emmy like the most impersonated person in the Australian music scene? Because I reckon I've deleted like a good eight, like a good dozen profiles pretending to be her just in the last year.
Yeah, she's getting there. That's for sure. Like, I kind of help out with the social media, like through Facebook and all that, and like the amount of people going like, "Hey, is this Emmy?" Especially in the last couple of weeks, it's been insane. So let's just say she's definitely getting up there as one of the top requested fake accounts. Um, yeah, I like. I think every member's least had one. I've had one myself. For some reason, I was a shopping center. No joke. I don't know why. I wasn't selling anything, but I was a shopping center. And then after that, I think Emmy's got everything under the sun. So
Love
yeah.
it. Yeah, yeah. It blows my mind that people still fall for it though, because I see it all the time. And you'll
Mm.
open the profile, and every single post is my fans are so important to me. I'm so grateful for my fans. I love my fan. They're literally saying the word fan in every sentence, and people keep falling for it. I,
Yeah, might have to do a public service announcement right now. All right. So they're fake, all right? If you're ever unsure on something, please just message the band account. We're more than happy to confirm which one's the real account, which one's the fake. Emmy's one like 100%. Let me just quickly get it up on here. Emmy Red Hook. That's the OG one. It has the blue tick and everything. But if it seems a bit odd, or if they ask for any sort of money or click on any link,
uh,
come to the band account, we'll confirm it straight away. And like that
yeah.
happens with every band now. Like I've seen it. Like I think Parkway Drive had a whole bunch of fake accounts and they had to put a big post up saying, "This is our real accounts. Don't follow anything else." So yeah, yeah. I think scammers are everywhere, no matter what industry. So
It's like, Hi, I'm Emmy. I need $5,000 to get the new album up. How do I know it's you, Emmy? Soju?
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, done. Let's go. My God.
But she has clearly exercised some demons through her music,
Mm.
in various ways, and has been very transparent with it. I wonder, has the band had a similar effect on you? Like, how different a man do you think you are because of Red Hook?
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good question. Oh, look, in the perspective, I think it's changed a lot, but it's just like there's so many things. Like, you can just look at the typical thing of like um being in a band with such strong personalities, and like I think like if we like look at Emmy for example, to be with in a band with someone like so strong but also so vulnerable at the same time, not afraid to, um, bring these topics up, and do it in such a poetic, beautiful way. Like her lyrics are absolutely phenomenal, and how she translated with her vocal melodies, like that's definitely opened up my eyes. And like back to the lyrics, just like some of the topics, like say for example Jabberwocky. I never knew the situation because like I was the last member to join the band, and I wasn't around when that situation happened. So when she goes, I got this song, this is what happened. Like I couldn't believe it. And seeing like how brave she was to, bring it to light in the way she did, even with like the film clip and everything, like it's changed me to see what you can do with art, like
Mm,
some of the things you can do and how you can bring like topics like that to light in not such a direct way. Um, and but still be direct if that makes sense. It's
mm.
still like blows my mind. So yeah, so I've rambled on there because
Yeah.
honestly, it's like this band has changed me a lot in so many perspectives. But the biggest thing is just seeing how brave you can be um, with topics like that, and showing how you can do it in such an artistic form. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. Now, mate, Craig took on some production duties this time
Yep.
around. What was that experience like?
He's actually kind of been doing it in the band the whole time, but it's been like different levels. So for this record, I think is maybe might have been one of the most. Um, so it's not much different compared to previously. It's just he's had a bit more involvement to it. But it's really nice. It's really cool to have, so we've been working with Stevie Knight pretty much our whole career. Having Stevie Knight and Craig together, having these two perspectives have just been phenomenal. So um very comfortable with Craig. So like I do a lot of my bass stuff with him. We goof around, but also very serious at the same time. I think Craig actually hates me when we goof around. I don't know if you've seen the TikTok video of me trying to record, I think it was low budget horror.
Uh,
If you haven't seen it, go view it. That's basically Craig and my dynamic. It's great. Um, but then, when we go to Stevie, he brings like a new perspective as well. So it's really nice that, we can have two completely different types of people. And that's why all these records and releases are so eclectic because we have so much influence around. So it's really
yeah.
cool.
Well, look, speaking about the releases, I mean, it was only last year that the debut came out. Was there a sense
Yep.
of like that's not a long time to get onto your sophomore? Was there a sense of wanting to keep the momentum going?
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like a combination of that, but also more just like the creative juices were flowing. That's the once again a cool thing about Craig, really taking the hands of production and everything is that the teamwork of Emmy and Craig is absolutely phenomenal. And like after the record, it just kept going.
Mm,
Like, hey, we got more songs, we got more songs. So like, oh damn, these are really good. Like, what do we do? And we just made a decision like, screw it. Like, let's just release it. Like in this day of age, it's not like release an album, wait 3 years,
hmm
release it again. It's like we've been really lucky and we can just consistently keep doing it. Like hopefully no one's sick of us yet, but Yeah. Honestly, it's just the creative juices. We've just been really lucky and just more and more kick-ass songs keep coming out. It's like, well, we're not going to hold on to it. Let's bring it
Mm,
to the world.
yeah. So how was I mean, the sophomore album can be a tricky beast. How was its creation for you guys? Like, what were the biggest challenges?
Oof. I think the challenges were, even though, the creative juices were flowing and all that, it was just kind of like, just the timing. That was more in like, um, it's like, well, the first record was done in little pockets. So we had more time on it. So we'd do a little bit of writing, recording, take a break, come back and forth. So we had that. This time was just like this one big collective. So, we would do big writing sessions all together. And then, we had the big production and recording with actual Stevie as well. So that might have been just maybe the biggest challenge was just like instead of having the little breaks in between to kind of give our mind a rest, it was like, boom, let's go. Yeah.
So, I mean, conversely, what do you think came easiest?
Came easiest?
Yeah.
Funny enough, I think it's the music.
Yeah.
So yeah, 100%. Once again, like the teamwork of Emmy and Craig, because they're the main songwriters, like it was flowing. Like every week, new demo, new demo, new demo. Just them pumping it through. I was just blown away. So that process itself, I think, was one of the easiest.
Yeah. So looking back over you growing up, what were some of the albums that changed your life?
Oof. There's definitely a few. I'd say the first one, I will just go straight to the biggest one, and that's what got me into music is Metallica. Um, I was a little bit more later in the game. I got, please don't judge me, and no, it's not Saint Anger. It was the Reload record. Um, got that. That introduced me to music and heavy music. Totally blew my mind. Um, Deftones, Around the
Hmm.
Fur, that completely like knowing that you can have such a heavy record, but also be very melodic and beautiful at the same time, that changed me forever. Like,
Mm.
that's one of the things why I love Red Hook so much is that we can be such an aggressive band, but be so melodic at the same time. And that's what drawed me to them. So that Deftones record definitely changed it for me. And like, oh man, I couldn't pinpoint it, but pretty much any of the Bring Me the Horizon records from Suicide Season onwards that totally changed my life. It was kind of the same vein as like the Deftones record is that you you don't have to be a deathcore band for your whole life. If you want to do, you know, hip hop, electronica, start singing, you can do it. If you've got the drive to do it and if you've got the creative juices, you can see how successful you can be in like any of those. Like every record, every time it blows my mind. So I can't pinpoint them. They're kind of the main ones, but there's such an extensive list, but they're the main three for sure.
It was strange growing up in the 90s because I had no idea Metallica were a thrash band. I'd never heard those thrash albums. So the first albums that I heard of them
Yeah.
was Load. That came out when I
Yeah.
was in grade five. And I was like, just getting into music. And I was like, wow, this is pretty good. And of course, Reload with Fuel and all that kind of good stuff.
Yep.
And then I randomly came across the S&M record. And so the
Oh,
first time
yeah.
I ever heard Master of Puppets was with an orchestra. Um, and I
Wow.
fucking loved it. It blew my, I was like, what is this? And then because then when I checked out the original, I was like, well, this sounds a bit flat. Like, I was like, where's the
But
orchestra?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the downfall is when you start listening to the later material of bands and you kind of go back, and especially around bands from the 80s, like production wasn't great. And
Mm.
like that's the beauty of then when you go watch it live, you're like, oh, okay, this sounds insane live. Like when you hear Master of Puppets live, oh my God, so different to the recording. Thankfully, after you watch them live, it's kind of in your brain. So when you listen to the recordings, you're like, yeah, no, 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 no. I know, I remember
Yeah.
it's sick.
Mate, this has been mad. Thank you very much for your time today, dude. And yeah, appreciate your patience. And yeah, man, I will
Oh,
see
good,
you
appreciate it.
guys. I'll see you guys in Brisbane.
Oh, hell yeah. You're going to be dressing up because now you've hyped
Ah,
it up. It's going to have to happen.
I'm gonna have to. And the worst part is, I'm gonna be trying to wear a costume in Brisbane in
Oh
November. Now it's
no.
just sadistic. In November, I'm gonna melt.
Oh yeah, and it's in an arcade, so have fun.
Oh.
We're Red Hook. We don't do anything by the book. We do it our own way.
I love it, mate. Thank you very much, Matt, and I'll see you there.
All right, I'll see you then, bro.
No worries.